and welcome to San Antonio Monthly Magazine TV. Dos Latinas right here today. And I am with a beautiful, dear friend of mine, Jeanette Longoria. Who is Jeanette Longoria?
Thank you. It's so nice to be here with you, Bonita. I am so excited and proud to be here with you today.
It is an honor and a privilege to have you right here in my chair because today Janet is going to tell us a little bit about herself. I could tell you all about her, but I am not going to do that because I want her to tell you who she is.
I'm from Mexico City and San Antonio, Texas, but I've lived a lot of places in the world. I lived in Paris and New York, Switzerland, and I've been the past 20 years in Los Angeles. So during COVID, I came here to be with my wonderful mother that's 94, and I have enjoyed every moment because I've done a lot of art. I've done art with tennis shoes, and that's how I started. And now I'm really getting involved into my arts, doing canvases. So I'm very happy about it.
Well, you need to be happy. So, Janet, I understand that you have lived all over the world, and I understand that no matter where you go around the world, you are a proud Latina.
I'm a proud Latina, and I'm proud to be in San Antonio because we need to make San Antonio fantastic.
San Antonio already is fantastic just by having you back in San Antonio. I know that you've lived in Hollywood, Los Angeles for many years. I know that you have changed the world just with your presence because of who you are. Who is Jeanette Longoria? I'm going to tell you, she is the most humble, the most loving, the most generous, and the most beautiful philanthropist I have ever met in my life. I have known her for years and years, and everyone knows her family right here in the heart of San Antonio. Because what is it that her family does? They contribute to our community in San Antonio. They are givers, and they are strong believers in staying together and always supporting Las familias.
Las familias, I completely agree.
So you have such a beautiful history just because of who you are, what you've done, but also because of your family and what they've done right here in San Antonio. So I want you to tell me a little bit about your passion for art.
I've always loved art. Everywhere I go, I have a lot of friends that have museums or are artists or art collectors. And one day I just started painting. Well, since I was little, I started painting, but one day I started painting on tennis shoes as a joke and putting my friend's life on the shoe. They're, good things that they do, there's little secrets. And when they see them, they know exactly what I'm talking about. So a lot of friends started collecting the shoes. I partnered up with some companies, and I did a show at the Jumex Museum to give to the Teletón all the money that was made for the shoes for the Children's Hospital. That also, my mom started the Children's Hospital in San Antonio years ago. And from there, at Rock the Casbah, a charity that I've been part of with Richard Branson and Tin Suris, we've raised a lot of money for women in New York, in Morocco, sorry. And I had my shoes there. And then I had them in the Oscars. I was asked to put them in the Oscars, the Grammys. I gave a lot of tennis shoes away. So now I decided to definitely start working more on my art, and I'm getting ready to do an art show with canvas work now.
That is so wonderful. So for what I understand is that you have gotten to know people, and one thing that Janet does very well is she steals everyone's heart, including my heart. The moment that you meet a woman like Janet is the kind of woman that you fall in love with her right away. Why? Because she is who she says she is. And what I most love about her is if you would know her and her entire legacy of really all that she has done throughout the world, you would be amazed of who I have right here in front of me. But she is the most giving woman that I have ever met that is truly about you. She truly is about the community. And what I most love about her is that when you meet her, you fall in love with her, but she gets to know you and she gets to see you and acknowledge you. And next thing you know, she puts all her artistic knowledge into a canvas, or she puts it into a pair of tennis shoes.
Yes.
And that is something that is so out of the box. And she is known because a lot of very famous people around the world have that pair of tennis shoes that you have personally dedicated to them and expressing their lives. Am I correct?
Yes, you are. And it's been for a lot of people that I love.
A lot of people that you love. Oh, that's so wonderful, Janet. Okay, so I want everyone to know a little bit about what is going to be your next step and what is it that you have in your mind besides the artistic world. I understand that you are having a show right here in San Antonio, February the 3rd at...
I'm going to do it at Flight Gallery. It's at Bluestar. And I love it there because that's where they have all the arts. That's the area with Linda Pace also started doing a lot of arts. A friend of mine, Eugenio Lopez, came to San Antonio to see those arts. Just wonderful people that are in the art world. So when I was there and I got invited to be in the gallery, I was very proud. And I am proud to be around so many lovely people that are so artistic.
You know, Janet, in the past few years, people come into your life and you are just amazed that next thing you know, they're artists, baby artists, or very famous artists. And the beauty about them is that their art express everything of who they are. And I've seen some of your art and it's just amazing. And I know that you're gonna have some amazing pieces on February the 3rd that are going to make a difference in your life when you look and you know how to express art.
Thank you.
Because I've seen some of the pictures and the art that you've done. I mean, they're amazing. They're absolutely beautiful. But I'm not gonna talk much about them because we want to invite everyone to be there on February the 3rd at
from 6 to 9, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of people are going, I hope. And I worked really hard for this show, so...
Is it going to be other artists or is it just going to be yours?
Just my art.
Also, it's all going to be based on Jeanette Longoria.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so we got to get everyone to go there and be there January the 3rd.
And they call me Carlos after 6. I've called myself Carlos since I was little. So it's Jeanette Longoria presenting Carlos.
Carlos after 6. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that because you are definitely out of the box.
Yeah,
you are the kind of people that are out of the box. I am out of the box and I love being out of the box. You know, I always tell my husband, I am just like a little box of chocolate. Every time you take the ribbon out, I'm going to be a different flavor.
I love that. You're the best.
My husband never knows where he's coming home to. And I love meeting people like you because you guys are eccentric and you guys are so different and unique, you know, and artist people and the people that I've met, they're different.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love people that are eccentric. I love people that are different. And I love people that are not always thinking the same thing. Like you, you're always thinking something different.
San Antonio's been magical. And it's home. Mexico City's home. San Antonio's home. LA's home. I mean, there's a lot of places, but this is a special place.
You're like me, Janet. You and I have a lot of things in common, but one thing that we have in common is that we're both Latinas.
Yes.
So we are those Latinas.
Yes.
We are both from Mexico, born in Mexico. We're both raised in USA. So yes, we are gringos, right?
Right.
So we got both cultures.
Yeah.
We love going to Mexico. And I got to tell you, I have been going back to Mexico in the past 8 months. And every time I come back home, I get depressed for 3 days. I go into this depression mode for 3 days. And I need those 3 days to kind of get back into my USA routine because there's just no comparison. The two worlds are so different, but they're the two kind of worlds that have really put us on the spot.
Yeah.
That have given us everything that we know. The culture, the love, just everything about Mexico. It's amazing.
I agree.
And you have lived in different parts of the world, like Morocco's, everything that
Spent a lot of time in Morocco.
Your family, I know that your family is real big about supporting the Moroccos,
yes.
the culture. You guys believe in it. You guys lived in it. You guys have homes in it. You guys have traveled there. I mean, I know you've put a lot of money into it. It's a beautiful culture.
It's a beautiful culture. We've been friends with the royal family and a lot of people in Morocco. I feel like it's home. I think they're the most down-to-earth, wonderful people, and they've done so much for their country, and I love going there.
Well, I am definitely going to go to Morocco's as soon as all this pandemic comes down a little bit. I'm ready to travel. But, another thing you and I have in common is that no matter where we travel around the world, we always come back to San Antonio, Texas.
We're always here.
And you know what's so wonderful, Janet, is the fact that I did sign a contract a few years ago with a wonderful, network out of Hollywood to do a reality show. But it's all about timing, Janet. It's all about timing. It wasn't my timing to do it and I did it because of love, because I had to respect my husband, David Monroe, and I had to do things that were right, and it was not the right time. So I had to withdraw from the show, and my husband says, I'll give you your own production company so you could own your own reality show. And I'm so looking forward in working with you and doing some amazing things, and also working with other production companies, other producers, other writers like yourself, other people that are going to definitely make a difference right here in San Antonio, Texas, because San Antonio has been ready for the past few years to really put itself on the map worldwide.
I agree.
Do you agree, Janet?
100%. I agree.
I think it's that time.
Yeah.
And I think by us getting together with the most beautiful and incredible, powerful companies out of Mexico City, and all the wonderful people that you know because of the legacy that you've had, and you've lived there for so many years, and your father and your family, and all the great connections, because it's about who you know and about the belief that we put into the projects. I do believe very strongly that San Antonio is going to be our next Hollywood. What do you think?
Well, I think so. I believe so. It's going to happen.
I feel it.
Me too.
I feel it, Janet. That's why in the past 2 years, I have done nothing but just eat, breathe, walk, sleep, talk, production. Eat, sleep, walk, sleep, production, and it's like, I'm so excited because now it's just not that I want to be in front of the camera. Now I want to be behind the camera, discovering the talent, discovering the beauty, discovering the art, discovering the legacy, the culture, just the love the people have for their passion, like the love that you have for what you do.
Yes.
It's just amazing. You're just an amazing woman. You're an amazing woman because you do everything with love, Janet.
And you do too.
I do. I'm a woman of love, and a lot of people, I have friends and male friends that I tell them, I love you. And they're like, why are you telling me that you love me? What a beautiful feeling to have a friend to tell you, I love you.
Yeah, it's nice.
And a day never goes by without me calling my boys and saying, I love you, boys.
That's important.
It's like I call you Janet and I say, I love you, Janet.
Yes.
I love you. It's like, it's an easy word to say. So for everyone watching this show, pick up the phone right now and tell someone that you love them, because life's too short, Janet.
Life's too short, and I love you. And I love being here with you today. It's been so much fun.
It has been so much fun. I love everything that you're doing. I love the fact that you're back in San Antonio. I know that San Antonio is your home, but I know that Hollywood, I know that Morocco's, I know that Mexico City. I know that everywhere you go is your home, and it is your home because you are a truly loving person, that you are all about the heart.
Thank you.
You are all about the people. You are all about accepting people just exactly how they are. And that's
Yes.
what makes Jeanette Longoria who Jeanette Longoria is because Janet is not here to tell you what's right or what's wrong. Janet is here to accept you just the way you are, of who you are.
Absolutely.
All right, Janet. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask me a question. What is it that you would like to know about Lorena Monroe?
I would like to know more about more. I have a million questions to ask you. You're full of stories, fabulous stories. So, what in the next year, in the next 2 years, I know you're going to do something fabulous. Do you have anything to tell us about the projects you have in mind, or a little, a little information?
You want a little teaser there?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you, I am working on 3 amazing projects right now. My project number 1 right now, it is continuing supporting my husband, David Monroe, with his dream come true. And his dream come true is SAMSAT San Antonio, our Museum of Science and Technology. He has put in, for the past 4 years, every breath he takes into this museum. And as his wife, I have walked him through step by step, just watching the growth in the beautiful museum of what it's getting ready to do for thousands and thousands of children and leaving a legacy behind as the Monroes.
I like it.
So to me, that's a gift.
That's absolutely.
That's a gift. It's a gift. It's a blessing. And everyone, the entire Texas, the city of San Antonio, the port of San Antonio, have believed in David Monroe, have believed in his dream, and everyone that's behind SAMSAT, that has put SAMSAT in the map, is the people that truly are about the community, truly are about education, truly are about making a difference and just making things better. Yeah. And they are working around the problem, not having the problem work around them.
Yeah.
So we all have to work around the problem. Everyone's going to have problems. Any business entrepreneur like yourself, we all understand that there's no such success without problems.
That's very true.
You agree, Janet? I mean, every business, every dream has a problem, but there will be no solutions if there will be no problems. So the solution's there.
Yeah.
If the problem's there. So we got to move forward. So that's one thing that I'm doing that I'm so excited. We are getting ready to cut the ribbon late May of 2022. So that's exciting.
That's very
for
exciting.
the new facility right here at the Port of San Antonio. And it's an entire building that belongs to the port, but it's going to have just so much to offer. Education, concerts, restaurants. It's just so much going on right here in our own backyard in San Antonio. So the second thing that I'm working on right now is obviously, many opportunities, many doors are opening up within Mexico. So we would like to do Bonita Productions Mexico. We would like to capture stories. I think it's very important to help people put their legacies behind the cameras.
I agree.
As you know, so many business people out there, so many people that have made a difference with their tequilas, with their companies, as business entrepreneurs, of who they are and how they started. Don't you agree that we need to put their life story behind the cameras to leave a legacy?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah,
that's my second step. My second step is that I am looking for beautiful stories in Mexico, because I definitely would like to bring Bonita Productions Mexico, but I would like to discover the people that have made the difference in the world.
Absolutely, I love
like
that.
the owners of the Talavera in Mexico.
Yes.
The owners of the many tequilas.
Fantastic.
The owners of the many Corona beer.
Yeah.
The owners of the many businesses that are not only in Mexico, but they are worldwide. That I know, that they struggle, that they climb that ladder step by step to get exactly where they're at. I want to put their stories behind the cameras.
I think that's fabulous.
That's my second goal. And my third goal, obviously, it is to continue supporting my two beautiful boys, Devin and Dylan. But right now, I gotta tell you that I have three stepchildren, which is David's kids, two girls and one boy. And of course, the total of 5 kids put together, the Monroes, we're five children. So my third step is going to be to support and make their dreams a reality for this year.
I love it.
I'm excited about that. And I'm also excited about all the beautiful people that are coming into my life, all the wonderful companies that are inviting to have Bonita Productions be a part of their companies. I'm so grateful for everyone that believes in myself, that believes in my company, that believes in my husband, that believes in everything we do, Janet. And I think that the reason that is because all they see us working.
Absolutely, yes.
And when
That's fantastic.
and when you're passionate about something, Janet, guess what? You have never worked a day in your life. And that's exactly who the Monroes are. We work 7 days a week, but we are so passionate about everything we do that today, if you ask me, have you ever worked? I'm going to say I've never worked a day in my life. If you ask me if I ever am going to retire, I'm going to say no, I am not going to retire because you know what? Every day that you are healthy and that you can make a difference in people's lives, the way you are making a difference in people's lives, Janet, it's a glorious day.
Yes, it's a glorious day.
It is a glorious day. Okay, Janet, so the last question that I have for you, all right? And the question that I have that everyone wants to know, okay? How is it or what is it or how can people get involved with the projects that you're doing?
It just depends who I meet, who become part of it. Depends what area I'm working on. I don't know. It's just I'm here with you today. We're having a great day. You're a fabulous person. So it's just everybody getting together, helping each other out to make wonderful things happen.
So what I always believe that it's about who you know and when people come into your life.
Right.
And Jeanette, right now, Jeanette Longoria is getting ready to do amazing things in Texas. But not only that she is doing it in Texas, she's taking them out of the box. And that's what I love about Jeanette. You take them out of the box. So you're going to be working within Mexico, you're going to be working within Hollywood, you're going to be working within Texas, and you're going to be moving all the way around because of the connections that you have.
Yes.
So if you are interested to know a little bit more about Jeanette Longoria, Carlos Longoria, you have got to be there February the 3rd, and you have got to be there asking for her.
And I'll be there.
Because it is important for you to get to know Carlos Longoria, Jeanette Longoria, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, well, Janet, thank you so much for this wonderful, wonderful time you and I had. And I want to just ask you, just out of curiosity, what is it that you most loved about today?
Just being here and your energy. You have the best energy, Bonita. You just make everything very bonito.
very bonita, very guapo, very bonita. Well, thank you, Janet. Thank you so much for taking the time to come here, giving us your story. It's been years. I've known you for so many years, but I know your family. I'm so grateful to all your family. I'm grateful for everything they've done for our community. I'm so grateful because they are always giving something to someone. And I love that about your family.
Thank you.
Your family is definitely the family that my husband and I have a lot of respect for.
Thank you.
Thank you for being right here with me today. We're going to continue having fun, and we will see you on February the 3rd. Thank you, DM Rodriguez, the CEO of San Antonio Monthly Magazine TV. Hasta la vista.